So what happens when you take a much beloved 2 to 4 player abstract strategy game and make it solo and cooperative? Well, we're going to find out. Hey, I'm Will. This is Cardboard Minute. This is a channel where we like to do some playthroughs, some reviews, a lot of solo content, some discussions, lists, great stuff like that. Doing this all for fun because I want to share the excitement of board games with you guys. And, whoops. And I just got my Kickstarter copy of Santorini in. Pledged for this myself. And if anybody's been following the channel for a long time, you'll know that I did a playthrough with my youngest son a couple years ago now, when my channel first started, and it's been a much Santorini rather has been a much beloved game in our family for quite some time. So we were excited to see the revamp when it came out. I sold my copy in expectation of the new one, and it took them a little longer than I was expecting for it to come in, considering the Kickstarter looked pretty finished, but that's fine. It is finally here now. Excited to play it again with my kids and see what the differences are. I'll try to top up the differences a little bit, but I'm mostly going off of memory because I did have the previous Kickstarter version. So like I said, I'm going to try to compare things as much as I can, but you're not going to get a direct comparison. For that, you'd have to go back and watch the playthrough video. I'll probably try to put a link somewhere so you can check it out. And I'm going to do an unboxing today of base game and of the Riddle of the Sphinx expansion here, which adds a solo puzzle, cooperative puzzle component. This is 1 4-player. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll even do a playthrough and review on my channel. And I did try to get my son, Danny, to come back and do an unboxing or playthrough again, but now that he is in the teenage years, let's just say, he does not want to come back on my channel until I've got at least 1,000 subscribers. So you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe, please, and maybe we'll get him back and hold him to his word. So let's take a look here. I'll try to put timestamps in the description so we can see. All right, get down the box here. They definitely changed the cover. There's no longer any slip cover like the other Kickstarter one, which gave it a really pretty elegant look, but I kind of like the cartoony feel. Like it, gives a little more theme. They definitely faced things the right way, although there is no. If you're one of those weird people who like to have the words written down the side, not like a book, then sorry, but at least it's on the right way for when you're putting it on the on the shelf upright. And back here looks great. I don't know if this is I think this is just a rendering because it looks a little bit too good to be true, but we will see if the components are indeed that nice once we get inside. So let's carefully open up the box here and unwrap this puppy. I also got by the way, the acrylic components, which was an added extra, cost some extra money to get it in there. And we'll take a look at those as well. All right, let's throw that on the floor. All right, some nice aqueous coating, make the characters pop a bit. It's kind of hard to see that on the camera, but looks fantastic. The art by Mr. Cuddington is always just wonderful. And this is designed, by the way, by Gordon Hamilton and published by Roxley Games. Like I said, I do already enjoy first game, so I'm a little bit biased, and I'm hoping this lives up to the internal hype I've been giving it. Box cover. Oh yeah, okay. That's the original box cover, which I kind of like better, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So let's set that aside here somewhere. Okay, I'm not really sure. Oh, okay, inserts. The other one had no inserts. So, kind of happy to have some organization of inserts here. Oh, and ones that, they come out. Oh, thank you. That is great. because again, the other game, we were just dumping bags on the table. But the fact that they come out is nice. I guess these are just spacers to kind of keep things from bouncing around. We'll see if they still need them or not. A catalog of Roxley games with... wait, is this 10% off? Yeah, I probably won't be buying anything online since they're shipping to Canada is probably ridiculous. And okay, this is kind of stuck in there. So, all right, let's look at the tower components first, because they are obviously the most important part of the game. Since you are, they're the tactile component you are constantly playing with the entire game. The stacking. All right, so this is the base, and yeah, they're all the same mold, I believe, but they're nice. They're nice. I'll show them up the camera here. I feel like there is more detail. It's a little bright here. Yeah, you can see a little bit more. There's a little more detail on, there's like a rock pattern on the stairs. There's some like little dents in the buildings. It looks a little more weathered. Overall, it's a nice improvement. Things look more natural on the board. It's still the same flat white as before. Now let's check the middle components. Because you stack 3 high, same deal. There's, the floors are, there's some like little brick wall carve-outs and little windows. The little windows and stuff are nice. I think there was windows in the last one, but of course they still fit together real nicely. Nice and easily. And then the top piece, this is the one where if you get a worker up onto, then you win the game. So nice. These still feel nice and sturdy. There's some sort of design printed underneath. I don't know if that matters for anything or not. I don't know if you can make out a design in the camera. I think they all kind of have it stamped on the inside. It might be just to help that's the Roxley Games logo. I see it now. It's the chicken. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see it in the camera there. The lighting is right. And let's see. We're going to stack these up. Yeah, they fit nicely. The top part is a little weirdly large, like it overhangs slightly. But overall, once it's in there, I'm turning this on a bit of an angle. Whoops. To get that later. It holds together quite nicely. Not that you're moving the board that much, but it's important that it fits there. Yeah, the top could fit a little better, but it's okay. And then the roof. The roof means that you are completed the building and nothing can jump on it. So these are just flat domes before, and now they actually have some pattern to them, which is just a nice touch. And yeah, they just sit there. Very nice. Completed building here. Looks great. Excellent. And again, I'm very happy that they have a proper insert for this stuff now. That makes a big difference for setup and teardown. Alright, let's move these guys out of the way. I think I remember to pick the other piece up off the floor later. Certainly before my dog gets it. And now what's happening in here? So this is definitely the base, but things are jammed in there. Do I dare pull it out? It's a tight fit. It's coming out. Yeah, this is a very tight fit. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is just to keep it there. So I guess you're supposed to put it in there later, and they just want things to not get damaged in shipping, which is a smart idea. This looks like it might be the cards. So let's see here. Little characters underneath. And yep, there's the cards. And oh, what is this? Jammed in there. It's a screen. Okay, it's a player screen. I know there's at least one faction where you have to hide some information. So that's where I guess that's where that goes. I don't know if it's going to stay there or not. And it comes with a bunch of decks, cards. Stop. Play mini games with the base gods before opening this expansion. Oh, I'm on the wrong side here. Oh, I see. So these are the add-on gods. And then this is the base game. Okay, interesting. So these are the more advanced ones. I feel like there's a lot more this time than before. So let's the pull tab. Let's get this open and take a look at some of the gods. Yeah, I did not go for the synth cards. They did have the option, like most Rocket League games, to have plastic cards, which if you're not going to be shuffling decks a whole lot, like I have plastic cards in for Northwood because you're constantly shuffling in that game. But like honestly, for Santorini, once you get handed your card, it sits in front of you and you don't touch it again. So there's no reason to splurge for the expensive synth cards. Card quality is quite nice though. You know, it's not the thickest, but it's pretty decent. And they're nice large cards here. There's Aphrodite. You know, it's got the same clear iconography on there to remind you of what they do. Obviously, since they're all different, you still got to look at the rulebook. But more importantly, the rules are actually in the back of the cards now. Wow. Yeah, that's a big difference because before you would constantly be looking at the rulebook to remember what you did. So, for example, you know, Aphrodite here says on the opponent's turn, each opponent's worker, which neighbors one of your workers at the start of their turn, must also neighbor one of your workers at the end of their turn, even a turn that ends the game. Okay. So that's great clarifications on there and some of the rules. There's a look at a couple there. There's Athena looking proud. Atlas in his globe there. I don't even recognize some of these guys. Oops. So. Eros in the hot tub here. Medusa. The Minotaur. I mean, the art, as usual, is just fantastic in this game. Perseus. Oh, there's Zeus. He's looking pretty smug with himself there. Yeah, I just love the art. Oh, and there's game mode reminders. 2-player, 3-player, 4-player, the Agora. I don't know what that is. That's a new game mode. 2 to 3-player, each player is their own team. Or 4, so this is, so 4 players team modes. This is 4 players team up with a player across the table, share workers. Okay, so it's a different game mode. Interesting. So that's pretty exciting. And that are boxes that there's just more cards, more gods. And I like that there's a thing to put it in. I think they will fit sleeved cards too. I feel like there's enough space to fit sleeves. But if not, lovely production there. That's great. We'll figure out what that is after. And oh, this is attached. So there's there's credits at the bottom inside the island. And this is pre-attached to the base. And compared to the old game, there's actually slots essentially where the bases will fit. So the island as it stands, we'll have these put in just to keep everything in order from sliding around. That is nice, and they're kind of scattered a little bit, so they fit in nicely, and there's like a couple of extra layers of cardboard here, so it's got a little more depth to it. It feels very premium, very nice. I like that a lot. And then what is in it here? And I might need that just to keep things from getting scratched up. Under here we have tokens. Okay, let's check it out. Single sheet of tokens. Okay. Hiding in the underworld. Seasons of chaos. Soaring over Olympus, tides of Poseidon. These must be for the different card packs. So let's see. Tokens are nice and thick. You know, beautifully illustrated, great colors. There's a good thickness. That's great. And then here's the bottom. Oh, nice. Wow. This is super thick cardboard. There's an aqueous coating on the waves, which, again, you may not be able to see. You can just kind of see the glint of it when it hits the light in the right way. You can just kind of see the waves light up. Let's see how this looks like. And did they design this? Oh, yeah. It does not look symmetrical. I think... Is it symmetrical? No. It's not. Meaning we're... each time you play, you're going to have to kind of figure out where it's going to go. And like that. Yeah. Very nice. The completed island. It looks great. Will it fit other ways? Nope. Nope. No, you gotta line it up. Okay. Oh well. That is fine. It still looks just awesome. So, and then here we go. Wow. So gone is the big rulebook. Now there's just the simple performing a turn. And let's see, stop before reading. Yeah, play the base game's mode cards. So we've seen that. The god cards. The icon is used by modes to sort gods to share play style. So what I'm curious about is, do they have the same level of, like, this god cannot be played against that god? And here you go, recommend matchups. Those have been game modes. I'm not really seeing... Okay, here we go. Start player randomly grab a god with a card with that icon. Okay, so the modes do specify which icons do or don't work. Do they still have the banned matchups is the question. Or did they change all the rules? Maybe they adapted the rules so that they wouldn't have banned matchups. I don't see any. In the last game, there was definitely some matchups that were like, cannot play against this person. Which, I mean, honestly made sense. So that's nice. Nice small rule sheet. Pantheon edition. Does it fit on the colic shelf? Only just. It is... sorry, I just had to try my side colic shelf there. It does only just barely fit in the colic shelf. Excellent. So let's throw some stuff in here so we don't lose it. And let's try out some of those fancy premium tokens. So this bag was in the box. You can see all those with the minis. There's a nice big chunky custom die here. Little acrylic stands. Oh, just lost another piece. Little acrylic stands to hold tokens open up. Okay, it's fun. And here we have the special items, like there's the golden fleece is back, so that was an expansion previously in the other game. Didn't usually play that mode a whole lot, but it was still cool. It was fun to change it up a bit. And then we have new characters. Look great. The other ones were just a little small. And these ones look full of life. You know, like, let's see how well I can focus on this one here. Yeah, they're full of expression. Way more dynamic than the other figures were. So that's a great improvement. I'm excited for that. You know, they feel pretty solid minis too. They've got some surprising heft to them. Alright, so let's get rid of these guys. And now let's look at the fancy acrylic token pack. So I got two. I believe this is for the Sphinx. So this is for the base game. It comes with a bag. Nice. And open it up. Woo. Oh, even the big ones in here. Oh, let's cut this guy open here. So it even comes with its own stands, which... Wait. And are they thicker? I feel like they might be. I feel like the stands are actually slightly thicker to hold the acrylic tokens. And wow, look at these full color acrylic tokens. Even the little map we had earlier. Look at that thing. It's amazing. Little dragons. All these go in the stands. You can tell by the base. Oh, that's awesome. They're a little top heavy, but yeah, look at these guys. These are fantastic. Nice hard plastic acrylic, full color, both sides. It's a transfer, not a screen print. So they look like they'll hold up. Not that you're putting them in a bag or anything, but those are really nice. Wow, this one is a transfer, but they even made the mini map a little bit rough, right? Like the transfer's got a texture to it, so that your piece won't slide around on there. That is fantastic. Okay, that was definitely worth paying the extra for the acrylic upgrades. I don't usually get the upgrade components in games, but that was worth it. All right, so that is base game out of the way. Figure where to put all this stuff. Now, let's take a look at the Riddle of the Sphinx. Okay, so Riddle of the Sphinx is a 1 to 4 player cooperative mode. A little different designer, James Van Niekerk and Paul Saxberg. Also art by Mr. Cuddington and Damien Momoliti. And this adds a sort of a campaign-y, puzzly kind of thing. It says expansion, not a standalone game. I mean, the layout, graphic design is just great. In pretty much everything Roxy Games does, I'm very impressed with the layout and graphic design for. I don't know if they do it in-house or if they farm out or not. But honestly, publishers, credit your graphic designers. And I'm not just saying that because I am a graphic designer, but so much of what makes a game good, right? So much of what makes a game good in all aspects is because of the graphic design. And everything from how well the icons are understood to the flow of the gameplay is all, the look of the game. Just because one person does the art doesn't mean that all the art's fantastic. It's like the iconography and the flow and the legibility, all those things are so vitally important to a game design. I feel like graphic designers need to get more kudos on box covers for their work, because it is so, like as much their job as anyone else's. So we're gonna need a little bit of space here. This thing is huge. This is same height as a Calyx, but it's longer. And we got a flip out board Very interesting. Riddle the Sphinx here. Is this a magnet? Oh, it is magnet. Ah, nice. It's magnetic. Riddle the Sphinx. And this is a little stiff, but this opens up too. Okay, interesting. Not sure what goes in here. So we got a panel of things. Punch board. Let's see what this does. Alright, so punch board, same nice thick pieces as before. There's like some various coiny type things and other little tokens. Very nice. Oh, this piece. Okay, so this I'm assuming is going to go up here or something. And there's like a card row and a god stack. There's the Sphinx. Oh yeah, fantastic art. Oh, I see. These are going to go here. There's some tokens on the board. Interesting. And this is... where's all this stuff go? So we've got a book of riddles and a rule book. So yeah, big rule book. House up a riddle. Oh, there's adventure maps. Oh yeah, wow, look at the adventure maps have a ton of stuff on there. There's a lot more in here than I thought. Because the riddles are like you're branching outwards using different gods to like unlock gods and solve riddles. That is just a unbelievable amount of content. I thought there was like one of these maps in the game, but there's a ton of these things. Yeah, none of this is spoilers, but the constellation maps are huge, and there's so many. So that is just an unbelievable amount of content. And we'll see how well that pans out. Okay, we'll come to the Book of Riddles in a second here. And so we've got this side compartment's got a lid that snaps on. Excellent. Ooh. 3D bridges. Very nice, very nice. Slightly darker shade than the buildings. You know, it's noticeable, but it's not too different. I don't know if that was intentional or not. And underneath it, we have some cards. Oh, do not open until instructed. Oh, it's not just cards. It's an actual little cardboard envelope. So we're gonna keep that aside here. Very secret. And there's a. Does this fit back in? Okay, it's a little tight. Another one of these big chunky dice. Some more miniatures. Oh, and a little tray that comes out. Okay. No, that's supposed to be a cover or a tray? It's a tray. And of course, we gotta look at the Sphinx miniature here. Very nice. The wings look a little more fragile, but she's still pretty well done. Let's put those in here, and then deck of cards. We'll take a quick glimpse. Doesn't say to hide them, so we will take a look inside and see what we got. Alright, solo mode gameplay cards. Yeah, again, same nice quality. It's not quite linen finish, but it's a different type of matte feel. Some setup aids and like a whole bunch of other cards. I'm not sure what these are for. These look like different god powers or things. You got definitely different god powers. We're not going to look too closely at those, but nicely laid out. Like, gotta love the like player aids are always good to have. So that's nice. And then the main part of the game is this giant many-paged book, which I'm assuming we're gonna like put one on this side or something, and then flip it over. There's like, that makes kind of a gap here. So let's look at the first page. Ooh. Oh, does it fit? Oh, they don't. How am I doing this wrong? Oh, they glued it off. Oh, that's a knock. They literally glued it wrong. Oh no, Roxley Games. Oh, I might have to tear this off and re-glue it. See, they glued it misplaced. So you can't actually open this fully in the tray. Oh, what? Oh, that's a big knock on the game. Like, I don't know if you can see the gap here, but the page does not sit into it. You know, like it does not bridge across because the misalignment. Okay, sorry. Let's just do first page. All right, so like there's a little bit of story, and then there's this thing, and again, it doesn't fit. So it's either gonna warp pages, or pieces are not gonna sit properly. They're gonna slide. Oh, that is unfortunate. And it's like doubly compounding. Is like the one on the right side is too far down, the one on the left is too high up, and there's not enough tolerance in between to keep it from sliding. So that is rough. Like I literally can't play it in here. I have to take it out to play it. Oh man. All right, so yeah, so gameplay turn. I guess this is the explanation, and then the first rule number 1, lighthouse. Interesting. So there's rules on one side and the map on the other. Very interesting. All right, so I'll have to see how those go. Overall, I mean, production looks fantastic. This is a big misstep, though. This thing. I'll have to look on the forums to see if there's a way I can maybe I can rip. Like, I don't know if I can get it off without damaging it, but maybe there's a way I can realign these things. Otherwise, this fancy flipbook is, or fancy enclosure is useless. Which makes me upset a little bit when you're spending this much money on a big Kickstarter. But yeah, anyways, we'll see if there's any solution. I'll put it in the comments if I find out how to deal with this. Hopefully your copy will not be as, kind of mixed up as mine. But thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. Maybe we'll get Danny on the show here to do a playthrough of the competitive version, maybe even the solo. I'll probably be doing some solo later once I've put it through its paces to kind of see how it goes. And we'll see you next time.